Thursday, and we waited all week to sit here in front of you and talk wrestling, even though most of us haven't even watched it.
Yeah, very much.
Gentlemen,
put us on blast.
Happy Thursday.
Hey, I watch.
Happy Thursday. How are we doing? Scotty, did you watch any wrestling this week?
Nope, because I actually canceled my Netflix subscription because I'm running low on funds, so I figured cut back on things that I'm not watching all that much of. So Netflix, Disney.
What's your cell phone provider?
What is it? Verizon.
Verizon. Check with Verizon because I think Verizon also gives you free Netflix.
Interesting. I'll have to double check.
I don't know if it was Ricky and I was talking about this the other day, but a lot of these phone companies now give you ESPN3 or Disney Channel or that kind of stuff. So check that out.
I got T-Mobile and it was Sprint when I started. I get a free basic Hulu, which basically sucks.
Oh no, it was Randy. Randy messaged me the other day and said, "Hey, do you have the MLB network?" And I was like, "I do not. I watch it on the Cheater app." And he said through T-Mobile, it is free.
Oh, there you go.
Free MLB network. So yes, check your. Don't give up yet. Don't give up yet. So what was getting ready to come on Netflix besides Raw? On the Spectrum, 4 seasons of On the Spectrum. So if you like to watch people on the Spectrum. Date.
You're the star of that, right?
I actually am the star of that show. My OCD has got me plenty of pussy on that show. So yeah. So
you say pussy?
Oh, there's Mr. Puffers. That's what a man catch. Wait, his eyes are. He's don't bother me. Don't bother me. The podcast is on. All right, welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. It's Thursday. We do this every Thursday. We are the longest episodic podcast. Thursday nights used to be Tuesday nights. Every once in a while, it's Tuesday and Friday. So we're the longest reigning podcast that don't know when the fuck they're going to play. Right?
I'd say the most disorganized.
It could be the most disorganized.
Longest reigning.
But we are not disorganized today. Because we got some of the most beautiful people sitting here. We got Tricky Ricky Walker. We got Scotty Bodies. And we got the legendary AK, former, you name the title. He's probably touched it or had it remade. So, and myself, call me whatever you want to call me. So, but today.
Don't call you late for dinner.
Just don't call me late. You could call me Cross. You could call me JC. You could call me the Syracuse Hammer. 20 years ago. Just don't call me late for dinner. So today, AK is going to give us a lead here. AK, take it away, brother.
What's up, everybody? Welcome.
You're right. That is cringy. That is cringy. Why do you change your voice? Talk normal.
Guys, like ring announcer style, like "Welcome to WrestleMania." I'm going Howard Finkel on. Right?
I love it. I love it. Go Fink.
But guys, for real though. We're looking forward to a great night here at Hardware Wrestling. You know what, man? I just got to kick us off hot, man. We are going to talk about the new host of WrestleMania. Scotty, some people say we didn't see this coming. Man, who is it? Who is the host of WrestleMania this year?
We should have seen this coming because we should have known nobody
behind his hand.
Nobody ever truly retires in this wrestling business. They still go on and do things in this business no matter what. And ladies and gentlemen, the next host of WrestleMania is none other than the recently retired John freaking Cena. And so I've got my opinions on this. I will briefly outline them and I'll turn it over to you boys to see what you guys think. But first of all, here's a question. Why the heck does WrestleMania need a host? This ain't the freaking Oscars, ladies and gentlemen. Why does WrestleMania... I've never, even all the way back to when they first started doing this, I've never understood why WrestleMania needs a host. The Hall of Fame ceremony, completely get that. Like, you need a host for that. Put John Cena as the host of the Hall of Fame ceremony. That'd be actually a pretty good gig for him. But WrestleMania
Because
doesn't.
it's the biggest event of the year for wrestling, so they got to shoehorn every big name into it.
It's a. I
How do
mean,
you sell tickets? You put your big stars and big names at the front of the line.
but
Who
here's
hosted last year?
heck if I even remember.
I don't even remember. Wasn't that idiot? No, wasn't that idiot that had that stupid Fiend song? Was it?
No. Travis Scott. He didn't come out till.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he came out at the end.
He didn't come out
What
till
was
later.
this last year?
I don't even remember. Again, this
I
is
know
where
a couple years ago. Oh no, was it Snoop Dogg? Did Snoop Dogg drop an elbow on somebody?
yeah, Snoop Dogg dropped the elbow on Miz when Shane tore
Blew his
both his quads. But again, overall, like I've never understood this hosting thing, and we all know what this is. This is an attempt at a cash grab. They're gonna put John Cena on the card to host of WrestleMania to try to see if they can get more ticket sales. But that goes into point number 2. Like, if you already weren't committed to go to Mania by this point in the year, and they put up a billboard that says John Cena hosting WrestleMania, is that going to make you want to buy a freaking ticket? No, it is not. Why the heck? Like again, the only way they'd get more ticket sales on that is if he was wrestling, and then of course that would blow the whole gimmick of retirement, quote unquote retirement, which, like I said, nobody does in this business anyways. But so it's an attempt at a cash grab in my view, and it's not going to work in my view, because I'm telling you right now. Why does anybody care that John Cena is hosting? If he's not wrestling,
I don't even know how hosting. Again, I don't even know how hosting works, because
I don't either.
Go ahead.
Look, let me break this down. Look, for one, does the circus have a ringmaster? Right? You're about to see a bunch of crazy shit go on. You know you didn't come here for that ringmaster, but your master of ceremonies has to set the tone and the energy. And man, you put John Cena on a microphone and start the show, place is going to be rocking, right? And second of all, yeah, to answer your question, I think a lot of people can buy tickets with the name of John Cena because they might not think he's going to wrestle, but they wonder what he's actually going to do. They're going to be like, man, is he going to get physical with somebody? There's so many questions that you could ask. And with that mystery, those John Cena diehards who didn't get to see him in person, that want to get that photo of him in the ring, and they want to see him on that grand stage, it might be the last time you see him step in the ring at a WrestleMania. We don't know this. People are thinking that way. It could be, even if it's 30 people, you're going to sell a couple of tickets out of it. I guarantee you. And you know what? We might not be the John Cena people, but there's somebody out there who's putting on their fucking wristbands right now and their headband, and they're getting ready to go to the show.
Truth.
I love John Cena. Yeah. Give me
Ron
Ron Cena. Give me Ron Cena. Yesterday. I love Cena. I love everything he's done for the business. And Scotty's right. No one ever retires. My question is, who is he AAing? That's what I want to know.
Probably The Miz or Kit Wilson.
Oh, Kit Wilson. That'd probably be a right one.
Who could he? I don't even know. But it leads me into my third point.
Do you have tits on your fingers? What is on your fingers, Scotty?
Just some stuff I'm playing with. I have little fidget things that I play with.
Your penis?
Whoa.
whoa.
No. If
Lacey's hard.
My arm would be lower if I was doing that. Anyways, third question outside
You
of the
probably
box.
have a belt around your neck.
Oh my god!
Oh, fucking David Carradine of Hardway Wrestling.
So, third question though I have is WWE at the level of AEW when it comes to their big show and their ticket sales? If you look at where we're at with Wembley right now, and Wembley sales are not going good, and WWE is, they're gearing up for their biggest show right now. And again, they're trying to pull out every stop. John Cena is the next big stop they're trying to pull out to get more ticket sales. And I mean, you do bring up a good point, AK. They'll get maybe about 30 people, but that's 30 tickets. That's not 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 5,000, whatever, like 5,000, 10,000 tickets. That's
What's
not
each ticket?
30 people is not enough to justify putting that kind of payoff on the card, because John Cena's going to get probably $1 million for this, or at least $1 million for this. So is WWE at that point where they've kind of hit the AEW brick wall of booking the scene? They've only gone to Vegas 2 years in a row, and they've kind of hit the brick wall of getting ticket sales and stuff like that.
I don't think.
So,
first off,
prices is a big thing too.
WrestleMania is going to. They're going to sell almost 65,000 tickets both nights for WrestleMania. There's ticket sales are slow right now. They will pick up closer to Mania. Will Cena sell them 10,000 tickets, 5,000 tickets? Yeah, it's very possible, because AK is right. People who kind of slept on John Cena leaving and not being around will want to capture that. We'll want to see Cena in some sort of capacity. He will be at all the events. He will be at not WrestleCade, but whatever the WrestleMania World. He'll be there signing and doing meet and greets like Hogan used to be. WWE is never going to run out of legends that they can run out in front of people. And John Cena is just the latest guy. If they really wanted to do some bullshit, Undertaker, and they got Stone Cold's always in their back pocket, even though he might run into somebody. Like they have enough legends. AEW doesn't have legends like that. Not until he just came back. But they don't have legends like that they can run out in front of people and get people excited. I don't think all the retread guys from WWE is exciting for AEW, or exciting for the fans of AEW for them to buy tickets to Wembley, which will probably do fairly decent once it gets close to that time. But again, you name this Demolition. The people, they could run Demolition out there to do something. They could do anything, but they just have so many. How would you like to see Jesse Ventura? AJ Styles, right? Maybe we get a face-off in the middle of the ring with AJ and Cena. That will bring the house out. You just never know what they might do. And again, they have so many different legends they can use. They are not even in the same category. AEW's won't. Maybe
Danhausen curses Cena, and then you can actually see him.
I like
Very
that.
True. Very true. So,
but compare AEW's biggest event to all their events combined to WrestleMania is apples to oranges. You're not gonna touch 120,000 tickets in 2 nights on any 2 nights in AEW for the entire year. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And if you look at it this way, again, going back to the Cena thing, right? You're not just talking about selling now WrestleMania the night. You're talking about all the access tickets. How many people are going to pay fucking God knows how much if Cena has a signing table? Like, there's a lot of money involved in that.
Hogan was like $350.
WWE World.
Yeah, Hogan was like $350.
And he had a fucking line too.
Yeah, Rhea was like $350. Like, it's expensive to get
prices
these superstars.
So and you got to think about all that and capitalize on merch. What if Cena drops I'm the hosting Mania merch, like Jesus.
Last time
sell all that shit.
Last time hosting merch.
God.
I'm for it. I'm excited. I like that. They say it every year for every huge sporting event, the Super Bowl. I'm not going to watch Seattle in the Super Bowl. Yeah, you did. Yeah. I'm not gonna watch the Colorado Rockies play the World Series. Yeah, you will. You absolutely will. This is the biggest night in wrestling fans all over the world. This is the biggest night.
Shout out to Joel for the Colorado Rockies reference. The only guy I know ever that's like the Colorado Rockies.
Well, even Colorado doesn't like the Colorado Rockies.
All right, guys. Anybody else?
The big cat, Andres Galarrago.
Huh?
The big cat, Andres Galarrago. I think best Colorado Rocky of all time. Larry Walker.
Yeah.
Best Colorado Rocky of all time.
Oh God.
He was also Montreal.
Right,
Moving on.
Let's spin directions a little bit and let's talk a little bit about Monday Night Raw.
So,
Ricky, man, what you got on Monday Night Raw, man?
So the Raw events keep getting bigger and bigger as we close in on Mania. 4 new matches announced. We'll start with we're not going to go in order with Monday Night Raw, but we'll just dive right into the first one. We had Penta defending the Intercontinental title against Kofi Kingston. He retains the title. He also hits Grayson Waller with a Mexican Destroyer after the match. Penta, being the fighting champion he is, offers an open challenge ladder match for Mania. Those spots filled by Javon Evans, JD McDonough, Rusev, Dragon Lee, and El Grande Americano. Rick Kaiser.
I don't think that's who it is.
So we got a 5-way ladder match. Huh?
Did they add Americano into that match?
Yeah, sure. I saw him on the picture. Or was that just Dragon
Lee, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
You racist. You're getting all your luchadors mixed up.
All right, never mind.
Like
Bad.
Don't let the Caucasian guy call out the Mexican wrestlers anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
of course you want the white luchador to be in there. Look, what the fuck?
My bad. Guess can't count the 5.
But hey, but look, we have that match has potential to go any direction. I think Penta is not walking out the champion. I can see this being an opportunity for the WWE to do something special here. You can really make this kid, Jovan, if you give him that match, he's the one who could benefit the most out of this win right here.
No
JD's going to be great. JD's going to take some good bumps. JD's going to be great. Rusev, I don't know why Rusev would be in a ladder match,
so
but again,
flexible wife could show up and get him to win the title.
he would be my second pick.
Way to shoe in a lot of other people from the catering table. And I'm all for ladder matches. I love ladder matches.
You need that brute straight in the match too, right? So Rusev's going to be that guy who's going to really bring the muscle into this match, a bunch of high flyers. You know, Dragon Lee's going to do some crazy shit off that ladder. Jovan's probably going to hit that cutter from God knows where, maybe ladder to ladder. We're going to see some. That's going to be a wild match.
Yeah.
Better. He gets up there, pulls a Jeff Hardy, is holding on to the belts, but instead of getting speared while holding on to the belts, he drops and gives somebody the cutter. That could be wild.
I like that.
He's going to do something insane. I'm sure on that one.
Who do you guys got on that?
I'm taking Javon Evans.
Javon?
See, here's the thing.
See what he did. He went C. See what he did there?
See.
So Penta.
Here's the thing. I don't think Penta's gonna lose this belt. Here's the reason why. Like, they just gave it to him. He's one of their biggest stars right now. And again, with everything they're gearing up for, they've got AAA going and stuff right now, and they've got a lot pushed behind that. I think they're going to give their luchadors a lot more run with the belts. I want Javon Evans to get it. I know he's ready to get it, but at the same time, I think they're going to keep this belt on Penta right now.
I changed my mind. I think you're right on that, because he did say he was going to defend it in AAA, so he hasn't even really had it that long to do so. So yeah, I'm changing to Penta.
Well, if you
maybe Javon Evans comes close a couple times, and maybe Kofi and Grayson Waller interfere and cost him.
Well, look at Mania. Mania is always. We're always going to have your main events, your Punk and Roman and Cody and Randy. You were looking for a feel-good moment. Our feel-good moment last year was Dom winning that title, right? Everyone popped for Dom. Our feel-good moment is really Javon Evans here for WrestleMania. I mean, it is really, if that's what we're looking for, one feel-good moment, that's the one. But I kind of agree with everybody else. Why take it off of Penta right now? He's hot. Everybody loves him. So.
See, my thought process is that Penta could always get it back, right? Like, if you had to win it in a singles match on a Raw as a rematch and clean between two babies, there's nothing wrong with Jovan losing to Penta clean, right? So it doesn't have to be a long run. It's a feel-good moment, and then you can sell it back into like, hey, man, you put your title on the line, I'm going to give you the fair shot and give you the title match, and
I
then
hate
boom.
when they do that, though.
Yeah, they
I
did
just
that
think it
with
diminishes the title flips too much.
they did that with
Yes.
Cardona when he won the Intercontinental title at Mania. He lost it the very next night to Miz, I think it was.
Yeah.
Again, you gave him that moment for WrestleMania. You sold it for the pay-per-view, like, again, that feel-good moment. Everybody wanted Cardona to take it that night because you want him to have his moment. And then the next night, fucking, that was it. He was done from there.
But
Hopefully it's not Joe.
the other thing. Here's the other thing. The problem that I'm also having is freaking look at Carmelo Hayes. They just give him the U.S. title, and boom, he loses it to Sammy, and now Sammy's in the match with Trick. And I mean, again, another moment of like they're gonna probably put the belt on Trick.
Well, that kind of makes sense though, because I don't think they want to visit that Trick Williams Carmelo Anthony feud back again. I don't think they want that yet. That's gonna come, and that was a great feud when they were in NXT. But I don't think they want to. I don't think they want to do that yet. But we could get that again right after Sammy loses that belt to Trick.
Carmelo Hayes there, not the NBA player Carmelo Anthony.
I like.
you keep doing that.
I like Carmella. I mean, she's still in my basement.
Caramel. Oh, good.
Wow. And Trick, I think that's a great lead off to SummerSlam, right? Like you now have, if you give Trick the title, you can introduce that rivalry, you can readdress it, and you can ride that horse all the way to SummerSlam. So that's kind of where I've been thinking as far as match goes. I think it's designed for Trick all the way, and I think it would be a bigger right now. Trick wouldn't be able to fight Carmelo at WrestleMania and mean much, as opposed to fighting Sami Zayn, who's already established, and that guy. That
I just don't like the constant title changes because I mean, again, we know where they're going. We know where they're going with the U.S. title. That's why I kind of feel like Jason said, the more times they flip the title, the less it means something.
You do have to have a title that moves, though. You can't. I don't suggest flipping world titles, but there is titles out there that are like the women's.
But you don't let them you don't let some of the smaller titles sit very long, but you don't let them sit for a couple weeks. Like that's why I'm not necessarily a fan of the U.S. title because it's only a few weeks, and then Sammy's gonna lose that title to Trick. So it's
it's on how they lose it too. If they just don't flip them.
We just got out of an era where we had two of the longest title runs of all time. We had Gunther with the IC title, who ran for over almost 2 years. And then you had Roman, who ran for 5 years. So, we don't need anybody to impress us with long title runs anymore. We want to see the competitive side. So I love the open challenges, and I like the mid-card title swapping because, again, it's guys that are fighting and clawing their way up, and they're getting that opportunity. And I think Dom, if anybody, really put that IC title over. So getting it off of him, and now you can start rotating it a little bit. You get Penta to hold it, and the same thing with the U.S. title. U.S. title now, you have an opportunity. You couldn't do Trick against another, against a heel, right? You want to do Trick against a babyface, and then Trick doesn't have to have a long run with it. But again, now it's showing that he's a competitor. It's giving him that notoriety that he doesn't have yet. And he's another guy to add in the mix of any time he can move up to the world title picture in the next couple of years, So it's a stepping stone. And again, I like the not knowing what's going to happen next, right? Yes, we can predict this match, but you really don't know. You might watch a Friday Night SmackDown and the title flips, or Monday Night Raw and the title flips. And I like that kind of shit.
It does make you have to tune in. You have to tune in.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next match, we'll move it along here. The next match we've got is the women's tag title match, which they announced is going to be a fatal 4-way with Scotty's girl Nia Jax and Lash Legend defending against the Bellas and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss and Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if they could never wear those yellow tablecloth outfits again, I will be happy. I like me some Lash Legend. I love me some Lash Legend. She looks good. I don't give a fuck what you put on her. She looked great. But then you got her. Then you got her doppelganger. That is
The fridge.
is not the greatest look. I'm not gonna make fun of her weight because that is her build. That is every they all need big. You need a bigger girl to be able to toss people around, and she is that person. But man, Plaid is not her. Plaid is not her joint, right? It's not her joint.
But look, with that,
Here's
talking
your
about needing a
feel-good
bigger
story.
girl, right?
Here's your feel-good story here, the Bellas.
No,
They will
please
shit
I hate to
God.
say it,
No,
but
I think the Bellas are going to win these titles at some point. They're going to be transitional champs or whatever. The people are going to shit all over them.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, we are
No pun intended.
sorry,
That's comes later.
too early
No,
for the
but look, I think Bailey and Valkyria should definitely take this. If you guys watched, and I know most of you didn't, I definitely know Scotty wouldn't have watched it, but the women's tag match on Raw was actually really fucking good. Like they actually, and Bailey, man, again, talking about needing that Nia Jax, that bigger woman that's going to toss girls around. How impressive was that from Bailey to not only powerbomb Nia Jax, but she took like 3 steps to the center of the ring before she actually powerbombed her. Like that was impressive as hell. And again, it is Bailey got them hips for real. But
I tell you,
look,
when Nia locked her legs in behind Bailey, man, that scares the shit out of me.
I thought she was going backwards. I really did. I didn't think she had it. And that's why I was so impressed. I popped I was like, holy shit. Like that was absolutely, yeah. Cause I saw the same thing. I saw her put her feet lock it right on her. I was like, oh man, they're going for a ride right now. And if Bailey doesn't got this, man, she's going fucking down too.
Now Bailey had a soft landing. Bailey had a pretty soft landing.
Do you remember the Queen of the Ring finals where Lyra Valkyria tried that? Was it a flip over power bomb off the turnbuckle and Nia squashed her?
Yeah, Nia actually put her through the ring.
Yeah.
Well, it was a nice callback to that, right? Because it was almost like they were setting up that spot again. And then Bailey just fucking handled it completely different. She was just like beast mode on it. So I definitely don't think Alexa and Charlotte stand a chance in this match. I think they're kind of just like the added fillers in there at this point. And Bella's probably got the strongest shot at taking it right now, which sucks because, again, you talk about trying to create those moments, and it's probably one of those, hey, girls, we wanted you to come back. Here's your gift. Like almost like if it was Tony Khan's booking, they would have 100% won. Yeah, they would have been champions already.
Night one, and then they'd have turned around and lost to Kira Hogan.
I feel like Bailey and I actually feel like Bailey's going to take the pin in this match, and that's going to start the turn with her and Lyra. Yeah. I think Lyra finally snaps.
I think they keep them together a little bit longer. I don't see them doing that now. Maybe next year and leading into a Mania match or something, but I think that comes after they win the tag titles. I think they take the titles, they do a run, maybe a Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels moment where one cost, Nasty Boys match where it broke up the Rockers, something like that. But I don't think they're gonna do a turn this soon on each other. I think it's gonna play out a little bit in the long run.
All I will say for this match, the only thing I want to see is Nia Jax stack up the Bella twins, like just do a bonsai dive on top of the both of them and combine them into one girl. That's all I want to say.
Use them together? Holy shit.
That doesn't work,
Scotty.
So yeah, that's the only thing I can say I want to see out of that match. If that doesn't happen, I'm going to be very disappointed.
All right, so another match.
We'll yell the results from the toilet.
Another match we've got announced for the Mania card is Finn Balor versus AAA Mega Champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio. We all saw this one building up and Balor getting yeeted out of the Judgment Day. What are we expecting out of this match?
Finn's got to go over, right? Like, I mean, you got to. The friggin'
Demon Balor doesn't show up, I'm going to be disappointed.
I don't think Finn needs to go over here. I really don't. I think what do they do with Finn after it either way? I would love to see Finn go over here and Dom go away for a little while. I'm hoping he drops that AAA title before and Dom goes away so we get like a nice little surprise return from Dom at some point. But I don't think that Finn has to win here. I don't think Finn has to win here. I really don't.
He doesn't. And I don't think he needs to bring out the demon either. I don't think, as cool as it'd be to see the demon right now, I think this being their first match together, this can lead into a series of matches, which again, I think could lead us into the summer, right? You go WrestleMania, Backlash, and then SummerSlam, you got a demon return. Because I always think about
who sells more tickets, a demon or John Cena?
Cena.
Honestly,
think about it. Think about it. We haven't seen the demon for a hot minute.
Yeah, I can
But if
see
he does demon, they're not going to announce it. If you were to do it, it would be a surprise gimmick.
No,
he wouldn't announce it.
I think they drop a hint.
Well,
They don't
think
have
so?
to
I think
announce it. They drop a hint, and that's all it'll take.
what they the English not wanting to work. What they could do. Yeah, they could do that. They could also do kind of like the way they led up to Undertaker and Kane's WrestleMania match, WrestleMania 20. Those little you don't see it. You never see Taker. You never see anything, but it's just the little vignettes and the lights going off and the heartbeat like you were doing, Jason. Like just little things that build up to it, and you never see Balor that entire time. And then, boom, by the time SummerSlam comes around, the demon comes out, and boom, I could see that being, drawing a lot of money.
What's the Mexican thing where it's the skull, I'm talking about?
The Day of Death?
Yes, do we get a Day of the Dead, Dom? And we get, oh my God, I'm for it. Wow, bro.
Look, as I'm thinking about it, right, they could still set this up if they did a segment of Dom fucking washing out Balor, just like what they did with Taker and Kane. Like you said, they buried The Undertaker when he was the American Badass because Kane, that wasn't his brother, right? So he had to bring out the. So again, this could be one of those scenarios where maybe Dom does something to get some heat leading into Mania, and then they don't know if Balor's going to be there or not, and all that type of shit.
Look for the announcement. Finn Balor might not make it to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then Dom can come out and be like, look. Then Dom has an excuse for his gear, right? He could come out Day of the Dead Dom, and he's like, look, I took his soul, blah, 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 and then fucking boom, demon. So we should be writing this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a very good match. The next match we've got added on. We get a segment where Adam Pearce asks Paul Heyman if he's been checking his emails, and Heyman's out in the ring. And the part that Heyman apparently missed in the email checking was that Seth Rollins has been medically cleared to compete. Rollins shows up, hits Heyman with the chair. He's getting ready to stomp him from the corner, and then Rollins gets drug out of the ring, and the ring general Gunther is choking Rollins out on the announce table, and that is the next added match to Mania.
This is forced.
So,
yeah.
What does it mean? What does it mean? Does this mean Gunther is a part of the vision? What the fuck does this mean?
We won't know. Do you think when Braun comes back, Braun is going to take a step behind Gunther? I don't think so.
No,
Gunther returns, or not Gunther. Braun returns and probably helps Gunther win the match.
Here's what I'm calling on this. There'll be a promo next week where Heyman comes out and says, "Look, were we in trouble? Yes. Were we backed into a corner? Yes. But guess what? Guess what talks more than anything else? I shelled out the money.
I don't think he should be telling anybody he shelled out money since he still owes all those dues from ECW.
Yeah, well, That's also true, but
Since
but
he's
no,
the
like he comes out,
last
he says,
'90s booker.
I
So-
shelled out the money. I've got, I got the ring general on our side. He's paid up. We're going to Mania. He's gonna fight for us because just like as a payment deal, and boom, like
Gunther,
that's
don't take
how.
a check.
Huh?
Don't take a check. Gunther.
Yeah, don't take
But here's
So look.
something else. And again, I know, like I know they would never have done this, but like the idea behind it going into Mania would have been absolutely hysterical, and then bring out Gunther as the hired assassin, the hired gun. But what they should have done is set up set up Seth versus Paul in a match, and like just build it and build it and build it, and then the night of Mania, the night of the match, that's when they bring out Gunther as a surprise. Because it would have, like, you want to talk about selling tickets, that would have sold tickets. Knowing that Paul Heyman might actually have to get in the ring.
I'm
and
telling you right now, one of Chucky's better shows was when he was going to whoop my ass. That's one of the. We were packed that night. We were absolutely packed that night. So
I think
So,
more
like,
people
that's-
wanted to see you get your ass whipped.
well,
though.
that's true too.
But yeah, that I think would have been the better way to play it, is to just bring in Gunther as the surprise at the right as the match is about to start. But they did it this way. Not a fan of it, but we will see how it goes.
We'd like to think that they don't want to do it that way because they plan on the surprise of Braun Breaker, right? And for this match, that's the only finish that's going to make sense here, because Gunther loses clean. It just ruins everything he's been building up for, right? Rollins comes back and loses clean. Where the fuck does Rollins go from there, right? So you obviously have to have some type of interference in this match. This is probably the only match where we can predict interference on that they actually would make sense for the story they're building, right?
We need a stipulation. We need some sort of stipulation.
But like,
you don't.
what?
No, you don't need a stipulation. You just need Braun Breaker to come out and cost
a greasy
Rollins
Paul,
match.
greasy Paul Heyman
Yeah.
in a shark cage.
Yeah.
Paulie dangerous.
Yeah,
Paulie on a pole match.
Ooh, there you go.
I think the match itself is going to be absolutely fire. I really want to see those two and see what they can put together with Gunther's aggressiveness and physicality, and he mixed with Rollins. Rollins is an innovator in the ring, man. Like, he's one of the best in the ring. So it'd be really cool to see what creative things they come up with.
As he's an innovator in the ring, as long as his body holds out on him, that's another worry. Like,
He
just came back. He just came back from, like, he had the knee problem before Mania a couple years ago. Then he came back. Then he broke the arm, or had the arm issue. Now he's back from that. Like, hopefully his body can keep holding out on him, because if it don't, he's screwed. Like, but we will see.
All right, let's move it along. We got which opened the night. We had the World Tag Team title. Was it a Madison Square Garden street fight with Usos against the Vision. The Vision wins the match and claims the tag titles thanks to I Show Speed and Logan Paul getting the brass knucks out of Mama Paul's purse. LA Knight tries to intervene, and I Show Speed turns around and clocks him. And then Logan Paul uses the knucks to help Austin Theory pin Jimmy Uso for the win. And I Show Speed was trying to get Danhausen to uncurse him before the match. And, well, you know how that worked out.
You are cursed.
Six-man tag at Mania. Vision and Speed versus Knight and the Usos.
Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. And Speed himself, man, the dude's an entertainer. Like, when you seen him get grabbed over that guardrail and he was just selling, man, like, his energy is just something else. So the kid's definitely an entertainer. And even when he popped LA Knight, like, his reaction, like, it was good timing. The shot was clean, and he just was like, oh shit, you know, like,
stiff?
he just.
You think the shot was stiff?
No, he pulled back pretty. No, he had a nice little pullback on it. It was a quick little pop. It was good. But
no matter what, I still like the one thing I want to see again is like, and now it'll have to be accidental because him being aligned with the Vision right now, but I want to see Braun Breaker just come back and spear the crap out of Aisha Speed again. Like that one spear, was it Mania last year?
I don't think they'll ever recapture that moment again.
Rumble.
Rumble, that's what it was. Yeah.
The Speed.
Yeah, no, I agree, but it'd be funny if they could try to do it this time as like an inadvertent thing. Now that Speed's aligned with the Vision, that'd be funny. Like, you know, Braun tries to come on and spear somebody else and catches Aisha by accident.
Not really aligned with the Vision. I think he's trying to say that it was a complete accident, but they grabbed him up and was like, "Yeah, you're with us now." He doesn't want to be there.
Well, basically,
that's going to come into
basically they're saying like, because he fucked up, he's not safe if he's not with them. They're like, oh, well, now that you're on everybody's bad side, you have to be with us because we're your protection. And the story makes sense, you know. And again, you know, Logan being an influencer, and you know, they have that connection already right there. But this match has so many like layers to it that I think people are overlooking. Right, like first, the death of Yeet. Right, we came out to a new Usos tag team song. You know, it's just us, Us. Like, the us is back in the Usos. And for me, I think that if we see a 6-man tag situation, then Usos are going to end up beating the shit out of LA Knight before the end of the night. And I think Usos go back heel. And if the Usos turn heel, then they're going to be in that main event match with Punk and Roman. So I'm hoping for it. I'm a Bloodline guy. I want to see a super mega Bloodline. Bring me all 8 of these motherfuckers and let them run rampant on both shows. And now we go into 2026 fucking white hot. Yeah. But I think that's the way to do. I bring in Aisha Speed for a match the safest way you can, right? Like, you don't put him in a singles match, but the kid is athletically, he's pretty skilled. So now
he's been training.
He has been training. So again, this is an opportunity. Get him that hot tag. Let him get in the moment. Shit, you can have that motherfucker standing in the ring for a good 5 minutes, and the crowd's gonna fucking want to see what he's gonna do. He doesn't even have to fucking go in there swinging. He can pop in the ring. Oh shit, just like he did at the Rumble. Like, oh shit,
shit. I show Speed. I'll take that.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I think that's gonna be a fun match too.
And speaking of
except for LA Knight.
Speaking of Roman, at the end of the show, he gets laid out by Punk. Let's see. Punk hits him with a GTS and power bombs him through the announce table. I mean, we knew Punk was going to get his back at some point because Roman's been basically torching him the last couple weeks. So Punk's got to get this one back. Going forward, again, I agree with you with the whole Usos beating up Knight and helping Roman here in this main event at Mania. Bloodline needs to reassemble and just wreck shop on everything again.
And Tom has already been like showing signs of like, you know, they make these Roman references over there on SmackDown, and you know, we know Tama and Roman had their history. I don't know if you guys are familiar. When he was in New Japan, he was like, they were kind of interpromotionally working together on fucking Twitter and talking a little bit of shit back and forth, you know, tribal chief bullshit at the time. So, you know, I think it's a good opportunity. And Tama's another one who, in that mid card for that team, like for a super bloodline, you can easily have Tama as your U.S. champion or your IC champion. You know, imagine Jovan wins or Penta keeps it. Now you got Penta and Tama have a match again. That can really boost off Tama's solo career too in the WWE.
Give me one big large group of Gorillas of Destiny. Just give me the whole, all 6 of them in God paint, and Roman with his same gorilla paint, but with the red line, like something to signify him with something. Oh my God. Can you imagine these dudes just showing up on every show?
What if Roman came and he had like stripes across his face and then the 2 red lines under the eyes, and then he started going by the mercenary? It'd be fucking nuts.
Oh my God. Then he lines himself with a ball head.
Gimmick infringement.
Gold. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Gimmick infringement.
Just gotta have light up shoes.
Jesus.
Solo wear the light up shoes. Fuck it.
All right, moving on. My condolences to Io Sky. She's got concussed a long time. Doing a tope, and her knee caught the rope, and she landed on the back of her neck.
She was fucked either way. But who was she jumping on? Who was she?
It was
jumping
Asuka.
on? Asuka was
Too
20
far
yards
away.
out of space.
Yeah.
In the wrong area. That was never gonna work.
There's a reason why I don't do that shit. Because as good as you are, and you can do this shit a fucking 1,000 times, it takes that one time for an extra little bit of weight on your leg because maybe you've been running the match too long or something. That extra little push, and you clip that rope, and it is you going down to the fucking ground.
Rope does not give. That rope, those cables do not give.
And she hit that shit, and she fucking head first. There was no saving that. Like, you couldn't do anything. And even if Asuka was a little bit closer, the way she went vertical, like she almost went like right where the apron is. So there's still not enough range. Because if Asuka were to step up and she were to do it correctly, she would have overshot her 100%. So I can't put that on Asuka.
When she went to do that run, she saw how far Asuka was away, and she tried to put a little bit more ass into it.
Yeah.
That was Ricky.
Which is probably what tripped her up and put her leg into the rope that caught her.
No, it was great. It was very scary. Who else did that shit?
Yeah.
Becky Lynch did that one time. Who was it? Becky. What's her name? Keith Lee's wife, Michin.
Yeah.
Same one.
Nasty one too.
Man, yeah, crazy. Stop doing it.
So yeah. So sorry to see Io. Me love you long time. If you need a neck rub, come see me on Hardway Wrestling. So let's go to what opened up Monday Night Raw. We've got the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes showing up, and he does not get far into his "What do you want to talk about?" segment because Stephanie McMahon returns, and she wants to talk to Cody.
Weird.
Very weird.
Weird.
Yeah. So she's taking. Huh? Good.
No, go ahead. Finish up. I'm gonna reflect on it now.
So she's basically telling Cody that if she can't in any way think like Randy and be Randy, he's not going to beat Randy at Mania because Randy has done some vile stuff over his career, and they take some shots back at each other about Madison Square Garden and how it was the house that the McMahons built, and Cody mentions his father Dusty Rhodes in that arena and takes a shot at Stephanie's father. Go ahead there, AK.
So Cody mentioned his father. Man, I never saw that coming in a promo. But look, like honestly, I don't think it's weird. I don't think it's a weird segment. I think that I think it was necessary. Again, you're in MSG. Like she said, the McMahon history in Madison Square Garden was written through wrestling archives. Like, it will always be the mecca of wrestling for eternity for the McMahon dynasty, right? So the place was proper. Now the message was even better because you didn't know why Stephanie was going to be like talking this kind of shit. And at first it seemed really negative, but then they sold the story, right? You hear Michael Cole at the end mention it, and they say, oh, that's that tough love. It's like she wants to see Cody become the next evolution of Cody, right? Because right now Cody's soft. Like, he is not the guy that WWE wanted him to be when he beat Roman, right? Like, we all thought he was going to be the face of the company, the next Cena. He does not hold the torch at all.
You're starting to turn
I
on
think
these fans.
But I think this is their attempt to try to still get him up there. And now it worries me because I feel like they're going to put him over because we're going to see this new aggressive side of Cody, or the Cody that's going to, take out all the stops and really make it happen. So it was like Stephanie trying to drive out the best of Cody. And again, for storytelling purposes, I see it, but I don't like it because, again, it leads to Cody more than likely winning at Mania now that he has this extra fuel. So I don't know. I thought it was good. I know you guys, a lot of people got shit on a lot. People were like, oh, Stephanie's just trying to be in the spotlight again and blah, 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 blah. And yes, I know that shit on and McMahon's is synonymous, but no, I think it was well done. I think it was well
Who
done.
do you think Randy's calling for Friday
Batista.
Night SmackDown?
No,
Batista?
he's calling the voices in his head. I heard a great fan theory about this. Like all he's doing is he's talking to the voices in his head. So like they're gonna at some point somebody will grab the phone away from him, and you'll see the phone's completely dead. He's not talking to anybody. He's talking to what's up in here.
Pretty cool.
So, but here's my takeaway from the Stephanie Cody segment. All I wanted, and I didn't rewatch, but I watched this with such intent, even though I already knew what was going to happen. I just in my head, all I kept playing in my head was, "You think this is open mic night, bitch?" And Brandy walking through the damn curtain, coming out there and just laying waste to Stephanie. I wanted that so freaking bad. I wanted to see a cat fight. I wanted to see that
I
whole
think
thing
she's
go down.
pregnant.
Huh? Again?
I think she's pregnant, or they just had a second kid, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, they did. Cody, I think.
Maybe. Who knows? But I still think like that would have been the great the Brandy promo from AEW when she cut one on Jade was the funniest freaking thing, and I want to see the WWE equivalent of that. So I was hoping, I was like, all right, if Stephanie's out there, maybe we'll get a Brandy appearance. Maybe we'll get one of the best segments ever the WWE's ever produced. But sadly, we didn't. And
Maybe Cody needs to call Arn Anderson to come out there with his IHOP menu and call plays for him.
I'm gonna tell you right now. First off, you're never going to recreate that Brandy moment, right? You should never try to recreate that. It was a great moment. It was spontaneous, I think. Well, it wasn't, but for AEW, it was a good moment. Why would you want to do that? But this whole thing got me thinking. The son of a plumber versus the daughter of a shitter. This whole thing got me kind of thinking. They're dropping little hints of Vince maybe coming back, right? I mean, what do we think about possibly? And I don't think it's ever going to happen. I never say never in this business, but if you wanted to sell some tickets to WrestleMania and you really wanted to sell tickets for a host, why not Vince and Kenny McMahon? That's the way. So, but anyway, I'm not saying. Listen,
look,
would people that the pop would probably be bigger than any pop that the wrestling has ever gotten if Vince McMahon money walked down there. I don't know if he could do it anymore. Maybe get somebody to drive him
not Stone Cold
to the ring. But it got me thinking, right? What are the pros and cons of Vince McMahon coming back, right? Because this was about McMahon family and MSG and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go through some pros and cons here. You guys tell me what you think. Just something quick. We don't have to go into a lot of it. So here's the pros for him returning. Okay, decades of experience. We know what Vince has brought to the industry over the years. A lot of huge characters, big characters. He's created some of the largest wrestlers of all time. Great for the business. The guy has, these are all pros, by the way. Great for the business. Knows globally has taken WWE. This was before Triple H took it to the next level past that. But globally, with syndication and all this other stuff with wrestling, we know what he can do business-wise. Proven star maker. Again, I just said it. All the stars over the years, the Warriors, the Macho Mans, the Hogans. These were all people from different territories that Vince bribed or got to all come into one place and made them the stars they are, because they are the stars they are. Would Warrior have been would the Dingo Warrior have been anything else? I doubt it.
Nope.
The nostalgia, right? We all grew up with Vince. We all grew up with the dumb shit that Vince was doing, the Attitude Era, all the different gimmicks with the Repo Man and Bastion Booger. We all grew up with all that stuff. So the nostalgia of Vince McMahon and that fucking mustache walking down the aisle to his No Chance music would be pretty iconic. Okay, so here's the cons. Here's my cons. Legal. It's not going to happen because he's just legally you can't touch this guy with a 10-foot toilet paper roll. Honestly, towards the end of it, he was way out of touch with creative. Creative was a mess. He was ripping.
He frustrated everybody.
Yes, right. They had an idea and he'd rip it up an hour before the show and rewrite everything. Sometimes it was good. Most of the time it wasn't. Atmosphere in the locker room. You couldn't. First off, you could never get to the guy, right? You know, just staying out in front of his office for 2 and 3 hours trying to find out if you could be on the show or not, or pitching ideas or whatnot. But toxic locker room for sure. It was very male driven. Women were not. They weren't not wanted there, but they were looked at differently than the male wrestlers. So, investor uncertainty. If you're Budweiser, if you're Netflix, do you want Vince McMahon being the turd on the front of your Netflix logo? I don't think so. And honestly, he's just no fucking longer needed. So again, call it what you want. Vince McMahon coming back to the WWE. I don't ever seeing it. And as far as I'm concerned, you could dump his daughter to get her out of there because I don't need to see her anymore. Give her Hall of Fame. I think she deserves it. Honestly, for most of the shit she's went through her whole career. And I'm not even sure that she doesn't know stuff and they're trying to keep her quiet by giving her this Hall of Fame, getting a McMahon in the Hall of Fame. Is there another McMahon in the Hall of Fame besides grandfather? Is grandfather in the hall?
I mean, by proxy, Hunter, but you know.
Yeah, by proxy. So anyway, again, you can get rid of Stephanie's ass too, as far as I'm concerned. But as of, I'm sure you guys feel the same way. McMahon coming back to WWE.
That doesn't
work.
Look,
that doesn't work for me, brother.
I think the only thing you really get out of McMahon coming back is the fucking internet's going to explode. It's going to be
it is a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
You want to talk about crashing your internet? The internet will crash. And you will get fucking
shit show.
But
and here's the, like, if they bring McMahon back, here's the other thing. Like, in a lot of ways, like if they did it as a surprise, it'd be one thing. But in my view, they should advertise it for one reason. I think people would buy tickets immediately to WrestleMania just to be there, like whether it's legal or not. They will like trash. Like as soon as McMahon gets in that ring, trash will be raining into that ring, like freaking the WCW pay-per-view, huh? Yeah, the NWO debut. Like trash will be raining into that ring as soon as McMahon, and people will buy tickets just to go there, just to be able to do that if McMahon shows up.
I agree.
So
I agree. That's what happened.
A lot of
they
them
would sell the tickets.
They'd be sneaking in toilet paper rolls and there's that fake plastic toy dog shit.
Well, look, if you think about it this way, right? It's the only way they could possibly get Randy to be a heel. Who else could you bring out and align him with that's going to make people hate him? You're not no. Everybody loves Randy Orton. They don't give a fuck if he's fucking dirty or not. They don't give a fuck. They want the Viper. They like the vicious side. We love this shit. He's not the heel in there. He's the babyface in this match.
Orton is the best Orton.
Yeah, and we love it. See it stay. So that's what the fear is. Everybody wants him to win because we're scared that if he loses this match, we lose this Randy Orton, and this is what he needs to run with for at least a couple more years before his retirement. And as far as the Stephanie thing, I like Stephanie. I think the girl can cut a promo. She can hype a show. She cuts a promo. She does good in ring. She's a good character.
Yeah, she's great.
She's a good character. I'd keep her around. I wouldn't. No.
Let's hope Randy didn't call Ric Flair.
Now think about that though. Wouldn't that have made more sense for Batista or Rick or somebody like that was in Evolution to come up and tell Cody, listen, Randy is not somebody you want to fuck with. This is a different Randy. We all know the Randy from Evolution. We remember Randy when he was passed out in his seat next to you and you had to, make sure he was still breathing. We remember that Randy, but this is a different Randy. Wouldn't that have felt better coming from a Flair who might be dead at any minute or a Batista, a skinny Batista?
But hold on a sec. And I can't remember. Didn't Orton punt kick Stephanie in the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did the whole family.
And Flair.
And Flair, yeah. So I mean, I can kind of see, like, if you're talking about the guy that punt kicked you in the head, then yeah, okay. I mean, it can come off better that way, but I agree with you. Flair and Batista would have been the better choices. So
Batista's not going to want to do it. Batista's not like in wrestling mode at all. Like he's not thinking about fucking.
Give me what we want.
And Flair, do you think Flair could speak long enough in the ring to cut that promo with Cody? He's been, man, this guy can barely talk these days. I don't know. I was watching the other day. He's like, he sound like fucking Boomhauer and shit, man. It's rough watching the time. It's rough, man. It's crazy.
God, I love it. See him
but
Vince come down the ramp with Depends on and underneath their suits and canes and walkers with tennis balls sliding down the ramp.
They took it off of the internet. Like, it's hard to find. But back at WrestleMania, I want to say 11 or 12, they did the Nacho Man versus the Huckster. It was one of the cutscenes of the WrestleMania, and they had both like a Macho Man gimmick with a fucking face mask on for oxygen and Hogan, and they basically like died in the ring. And it was one of the greatest skits of all time that will never
bring it up
light a day anymore. I
was
swear.
that WrestleMania 2000, right when Vince bought the company?
No, this was way before that. We're talking like, this was old. I swear it had to be either 11 or 12. It's one of the two. But I want to say 11. I think it was 11 before Diesel Shawn Michaels.
I thought, wasn't it?
Do what?
It was when Hogan left and went to WCW.
Yeah.
Him and Macho.
Yeah, so it was 11. It was 11 because 10. Fuck it, or it wasn't. I think it was 11. It wasn't 10. It definitely wasn't 10. But I'm gonna find it for next show, and maybe we'll play it because that was a classic. But anybody else got anything else on McMahon or any of these things we were just talking about? Because I got one more thing that pertains to Monday Night Raw before we go to our last segment of the night. But I think it's a mention. Go ahead, Jay. What you got, man?
No, you're good. Go fire.
You're good.
Oh, okay. So we talk about Triple H not creating stars and WWE not creating stars and investing in the future, right? Then we also hear a lot of talk about Triple H is a racist and they fucking hate black people and everything else. Look, I am black. I will tell you this. I've never felt that way a single day in my life watching the programming. I'm sorry. You know what? I know you hear all the bullshit. I've never felt it. But this is my point that I'm getting to. Last year, the main event for Stand and Deliver. You guys remember who was in the main event for Stand and Deliver last year? NXT?
Oba Femi and
it was
Carmella Hayes.
Oh, no. Oba Femi, Trick Williams, and Jovan Evans in a triple threat match. Right.
And that was a banger.
All three of those.
We didn't go. Did we go to Stand?
We didn't go to that one because we were in Vegas. Because it was like it was early in the morning when we were there.
Oh, we just got yeah.
Those three guys main event Stand and Deliver, and now all three of them are making their WrestleMania debut 1 year later. So you talk about not developing talent and not investing in black talent. You just checked off both of those boxes in one night. And I think all three of those guys are going to have a phenomenal night. All three of those guys might win their matches. So I just wanted to put that on
Femi.
Whoa, wait a minute. First off, I didn't know you were black. Second,
I thought he was smelling.
You met my mother. My mom is black. It's like
your mom is black.
A lot of tan. She's been fucking sun all day. It's like,
Explain to me, like I still think you can be racist and want your business to excel by putting black people in prominent positions. There's
look,
a different type
I
of
heard
racism now than there is.
Look.
Like this
No,
ain't this
no,
ain't
it- no, look.
1960s racism. This is.
Hey,
Oh, go ahead.
look at
I'm trying to
the
step
temperature
lightly.
of our
Go ahead.
world right now. I'm sorry. I look at the temperature of our world right now. I've never seen more openly racist people in my goddamn life
No,
of 30 years.
I agree. Yes, yes, you can be openly racist, but still saying, "Man, now Javon Evans, he's a bit hot stepping into a title." Like I think you still,
Look,
I think you still
I've
can.
always seen it this way. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm just
No, you're
passionate
good, you're
about
good.
this. Look, everybody's talking about, what happened to Big E and what happened to Kofi Kingston. Look what Brock Lesnar did to them, and it was racist. I'm like, no, guys. Booking wise, think about what makes sense. The guy who beat the fucking Undertaker and broke the streak, the guy who demolished John Cena at SummerSlam in the biggest beatdown John Cena's had in a single match ever in his career. You're going to tell me he can't beat Kofi Kingston in 10 seconds? You're going to tell me he can't beat Big E Langston? Come on, man. Like, that's not racist. That's fucking
Booking.
cut and dry booking. Like, it just makes sense.
I agree with that.
Look,
I agree with that. I'm
Scott-
not sure where you're going with this conversation, though.
Look, I'm not going anywhere. All I'm saying is that I support the decisions that they've been making lately, and I'm glad that they're giving that affirmation and they're showing that they are developing talent and they are creating their own stars, right? Because neither one of these guys was doing anything huge on the indies, right? These guys are athletes. I'm sorry, Jovan was, but I'm talking about like they didn't go to AEW and get pulled over here and we stole talent and that's why they're getting a push. No, these guys were homegrown talent. They were developed for years in NXT or year or whatever in NXT. They had a whole buildup from Stand and Deliver last year to this point this year, and now they are where they're supposed to be because they worked their asses off for it. And again, nobody's taken that from them because of where they came from or what their complexion is. And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think NXT is definitely a different animal. Like we always see guys from NXT that are super, like Aleister Black was the shit in NXT. And then he comes to the main roster and he's nothing, right? They lock him in the closet for 2 years. Carmella Hayes, here's a good one. Carmella Hayes is really good athlete, really good wrestler. He's not. They gave him a title here on the main roster, but is he top caliber?
He's been kind of quiet since
well,
he's been called up.
Now, Trick Williams, on the other hand, Obafemi, those guys are fucking stars.
Look, why do you see the difference though, right? Carmelo Hayes, watch the entrances of those three guys. Watch Obafemi walk to the ring and the crowd doing whoo, and they're all fucking doing the walk, right? He has the crowd. Look at Trick Williams. Trick's Ben had the crowd. Whoop that Trick, man. Trick is an entertainer. Carmelo Hayes falls shy of that. He's athletic as hell. He has a decent mic skills, but he doesn't have that draw power and that energy like the other guys do. And Jovan Evans too. We like the young, raw talent of Jovan Evans. We like that he's young and naive a little bit. And he's just kind of goofy in a sense, but having fun what he's doing. And that's how the other three guys, opposed to Carmelo Hayes, stand out. And that's why they're in the spots they're in. And again, they can try to push you, but if you're not getting that connection from the crowd, there's only so far you can go.
So
and that has to be
this to me though. Why is it black or white? What was the? What was there something underlining that I was missing somewhere?
No. I wasn't saying it was just black or white. It was just the fact that I was addressing the fact that you've seen on the internet a lot over the years all of the hate that WWE has gotten because they don't push black talent well enough. So I was just, again, we don't circle back enough to that and say.
That's what I wanted to hear you say because you didn't start.
Well, now
that's what I wanted to hear you say.
Hey, I'm still working on this. I make it all float.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to lead you earlier with the same thing. Scotty keeps going black himself. I don't know what's going on there. He's back again.
Hey, he supports. He's supporting.
Yeah, you're right. And that is honestly, it's the internet. first off, internet, we are a speculative show. We talk about wrestling. We give you our opinions. If you want to write to me that I have no idea what I'm talking about, you're probably right. And neither do you. But anyway, yes, over the years, WWE has gotten a bad rap for not putting black talent in prominent positions. And I think that's why AEW decided that they were going to put black talent in prominent positions over there to show that they were the good guys, right? We're the good guys. But
other than Swerve,
well, Swerve was the world champion, right?
Yeah.
Swerve was the world champion. They gave Bobby Lashley and Sheldon the tag titles, right? They had 300 titles over there, so just a Caucasian is going to end up with most of them.
Too many titles. But again, I if you look at the champions that the WWE has had over the years, white or black, it has to be a level of talent. Your Booker T, your Booker T, right? That guy is talented. An offset of Booker T is Trick Williams right now. Like Trick Williams is the Booker T of current. Right? He's Tricker T.
Yeah, he's T, right. Yeah,
he's Booker T's son. What do you expect?
They look alike.
you guys gotta calm down on these hardy R's on some of these names, man. What's going on?
Book R.
Tricker T.
Book
Go close there, Tricker T. What the fuck?
Trick R. T.
What the hell?
I mean, your Naomi's, I've never understood that the hate that WWE's always gotten over putting black, because black talent wins titles too. Like I just never, for a while there, it was a lot. Most of the titles were held by black people in WWE, and they're still getting shit on.
Yeah.
And don't forget Cody's part black. Actually, Cody's more black than you are, AK.
Raheem.
Raheem. That's right. Raheem.
Oh, good Lord.
But anyway. Just to close out this show, man, we got one more huge return that happened the other day. This is groundbreaking. I'm surprised that the arena didn't erupt in Winnipeg,
Manitoba.
Who was it, man? Who showed up? Was it Edge? Did he come back for the 17th time? He's already there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
it can't be him.
He's still there. Was it? Hold on. Let me think of another Canadian. Was it TJ? What was TJ's? What's TJ's last name? Was it one of the Heart Foundation people? I don't think so. What's TJ's last name? Used to be was Mary Donati. He's Canadian.
Who's the guy I'm thinking about? Oh my God, Lance Storm.
There you go.
No. It's that guy that made the list.
Yes. Is that who it is? Anyway, after basically a year away, Chris Jericho has made his triumphant return to AEW in his hometown of Winnipeg, Manitoba. This would have went over like a turd in a punch bowl if it was in Calcutta or California or somewhere in Idaho. When it went over like a turd in a punch bowl. But many are still searching for answers regarding Jericho's return. Particularly we thought he was going to the WWE, right? We thought he was coming out of the goddamn box. It ended up being Danhausen, right? Disappointing. So what happened? What happened in the 12th hour? Now, supposedly they extended his contract through the beginning of January, February, whatever, with Jericho. But was there even a chance of him going to the WWE? Was there any chance at all? Because that was the speculation that he was going to show up. He was going to show up. Well, he was the mask man, right? He was the mask guy, one of the mask guys. Right? He's, so he's clearly back with AEW, signed a long-term or signed a contract. I had not found what the contract is. I'm going to keep looking for that. But as of right now, he is back with AEW. Is he back to get over talent is my question. Or is he back to get himself over?
I mean,
I say if he's reinvented himself, give him another world title run, damn it. Do it.
No. It's gonna be as bad. It's bad.
I'm a Jerichoholic.
Yeah. No, Jericho's back
Maybe
to
just
get
an
himself over.
alcoholic.
He's
Something
back.
something like that.
Jericho's back to get himself over. He's back to get Fozzy over. He's back to doing what he always does, is coming up with very bad ideas, very bad gimmicks, very bad jokes. Like, the crowd wasn't even into it. Like, I watched this clip back.
Oh no,
and
they were into
Oh, the crowd
it.
was
This
doing nuts. The
Manitoba
whole-
they were cheering for that was the loudest cheering Jericho's ever gotten.
That's
Next to
I don't know what
coming
clip
out of the
you guys.
courtroom
I don't know what
after
clip you
DUI
guys were
charge.
watching. I don't know what clip you guys were watching, but that crowd was dead for him coming out. Like,
Yeah. Look,
Did you have
look,
your volume
look.
on?
I had my volume on and I had to turn it up to try to hear the crowd because the crowd was barely
Listen.
even singing a song. So
Listen.
like,
What?
Go
Yeah.
ahead, AK.
No.
Our only
You-
black guy on the podcast. Go ahead, AK.
I'm surprised you're gonna make me go last again. No, stop. No. Well, look, I seriously, I think this is crazy. Jericho knew that he was in the contract. He was working us the whole time, trying to make it. He was almost insinuating that he was coming back. He was waiting for this moment, for this pop, and he's been building it for a while. He got it. He's in his hometown. Obviously, that's the place to do it. But for us watching on TV, honestly, man, like, I love Jericho. I've been watching Jericho for fucking 20-something years. But I'm just like, what do we do with Jericho now? What's going to happen? Omega's going to beat fucking MJF and fight Jericho again? Like, what are you possibly going to do with Jericho that's going to, like,
he's a mid Carter for sure. He's definitely going to be there. There's 1,000 titles out there they could put on him.
are we
Hopefully
going
they
for a
don't-
retirement? Because
Hopefully
his
they don't-
contract said, go ahead.
Hopefully they don't put the golden showers back together again.
I think at this point he needs to be a solo. I think he doesn't need a faction for sure. Like, all the faction shit just got like really fucking sideshow. Yeah, it just got weird. They're all dressing in fucking sequence and shit, and it was weird. But I see it as a cheap pop. I see it as creating a couple of moments, but that's all it is. Jericho's not going to sustain. He's not going to bring and draw ticket sales. Like, I'm sorry, I love the guy, but he's not the guy anymore. If this is a retirement tour, that's cool. Give him some highlight matches. Put him against guys he hasn't faced before. But I don't even know, man. Like, it's such a weird place that he's in right now, because he's not too old to still do it, because he still can work a match. But at the same time, it's just like, with who? Like, AEW's roster is really young. Who's if he's going to fight somebody, you want to see a nostalgia match, probably. You want to see him fight a Christian, you fight an Edge, fight somebody who has some tenure in them. But who on the roster in AEW can step up to that title, And there's nobody there. It's just
he could
unfair.
wrestle. For me, Jericho could wrestle anybody because the guy can wrestle. He really can wrestle.
barely.
Yeah.
But again, he's adjusted his style the older he gets. Like, he's not doing all the stupid shit that he used to do, and he can still do the lion salt. That's all I care about. The back, of course, yes, the back elbow. He carries Floyd around with him. If he's there to put over young talent, I'm all for it. I don't need to see the Jericho show was the first 5 years of this company, and it was starting to get long in the tooth after the first 3 years. But if he's going to come in and he's going to put over young talent, if we, honestly, Speedball, like that, guys like that, if he's going to come in and he's going to put those guys over, I'm all for it. But if he's not, if he thinks he's going to make some big run to the, world title, I'm out for it.
Speedball beating Jericho is not putting Speedball over. It's not going to make you feel like he's still a world title contender. Like, anybody beating Jericho right now at this phase in his career is not really saying that they're a great competitor. They're just beating up an old guy. Like, what is the story there? I'm just sorry. I love Jericho, but it's not.
Jericho has experience, and he's a veteran, and he's got tricks up his sleeves. There's sequin sleeves that maybe that Speedball doesn't know, right?
I mean, he looked like he was in pretty good shape when he returned.
His chest was hairy too. Did you notice that? His chest.
Unless he was sucking it all in. but I mean,
he's
he
Homer
looked like he
Simpson
was
from
in
that.
pretty when they stapled his back.
Yes, yeah. Jericho's Homer Simpson. Just all the stats pulled around to the backside.
That's loose skin, buddy. That happens to all of us when we get older.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
It's nice to have him back on TV, though.
I don't know why they think that they need to bring Jericho in to get a TV deal because nobody's watching Jericho. Nobody's going, oh my God, Jericho's back. Let's get him the new HBO Max deal. He couldn't get Ring of Honor on TV.
One of the last times that I forget what match it was, if it was around the time, like I know it wasn't the Shaq match because Jericho wasn't involved in that, but I think it was around that same time that Shaq was on AEW. Oh my God,
that was COVID era.
There's a crazy cat lady screaming behind me. There was one of the matches that Jericho had right around the time that Shaq was on AEW. People were commenting, "Who's that?" Like like people who watched Jericho for years, like,
"Oh my God, it's Sebastian Bach."
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like people were making all those comments. So you're right. People aren't watching for Jericho. They weren't watching him like 3 or 4 years ago. So nobody knew that he was back wrestling again.
You know when he lost his steam for me is when he was in a rivalry with Orange Cassidy and he started doing all these gimmick matches. The fucking orange,
the Mimosa Mayhem match. Yep.
Because he's a sports entertainer.
He's an entertainer. The sports and stuff like that that's a whole different.
It was after the Inner Circle died was when he lost it. Like the Appreciation Society was terrible and the Learning Tree was terrible.
I got it. We put him in a tag team with Dalton Castle.
That's it. And the Outrunners.
We give him the boys. And let Jericho eat seed out of Dalton Castle's hand. I'm down
while the Outrunners come out.
By the way, Dalton Castle just came out with a figure with Dalton Castle.
Does it come with seeds?
I'm praying.
For boys.
I'm praying. I might buy it. I haven't bought wrestling figures in a hot minute, but I might buy it. Still waiting on my Remcos to come in from Powertown.
That ain't ever happening.
Oh my God. That's another story. We should cover that one day.
We need next week. Next week, let's do a Powertown update. So,
Jesus Christ,
because there's a lot to cover.
Yeah, Magnum TA's out over there. Magnum TA and
not Tully. Magnum and Greg are both gone.
Gone. Gone. So,
yep,
cocksuckers. Anyway, AK, you're a figure collector. Did you see these Remco releases? Amazing.
I did.
Amazing looking figures. I ordered the first set 2 years ago on the way up to a USW show. Actually the first USW show that Brian had, Bumfuck Egypt. And then I bought the what's her name? What is her name? She's with WWE.
Oh, Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace. I bought the Jordan Grace figure and still waiting.
Still waiting. Yep.
Still waiting. So
hey, you know what?
Well, I'm waiting for a Penta, so I know what it's like for a long wait. I only collected Defining Moment selection, and Penta's out till end of June right now. So
is that the one
we'll see.
You're looking for Oost J? I thought you were looking for J.
I'm looking for Jay also. I just ordered. I just got Logan in. I just got who else I get? I got Logan. I got Kurt. I got Ray Phoenix coming in, and then Penta, and then Jay is still. I'm hunting. I'm not paying $100 for fucking Jey Uso.
No, you'll find it somewhere. You'll find it somewhere for sure. All right. Well, that's going to do it here for Hardway Wrestling. Thank you for joining us. It was a long show. It's like, God, man, almost an hour and a half.
We're long in the tooth.
Well, I like it. Listen, we had a lot to cover. And listen, I usually have stuff together for the show. This has been a crazy week for you, gentlemen. Thank you, AK. Thank you for picking up the slack for me, boys. Thank you for. I've been asking Scotty to do shit for months. He won't do nothing. AK says, here you go. And he does the whole thing. God darn it. I just needed the right people to ask Scotty to get involved here. So
hey,
he canceled his Netflix.
Where's our handful of seed?
Oh. I would eat seed out of this man's hand any day of the week. So anyway, thank you for joining us. Make sure you go like, subscribe, and ring that bell. We've done really well here lately. Lots of views. You can catch us on all of our social media platforms. You can catch us on, of course, here YouTube.
What?
You can catch us on Facebook,
What?
Instagram.
What?
If you're sick and don't let me forget about TikTok. We're on TikTok.
Yeah.
Boo.
But if you don't want to see us, some of us, except now that we have a blackout on here, you're gonna want to watch all the time. But if you don't want to see us, and you just want to put us in your ear, we are on iTunes.
What?
We are on Spotify.
What?
We are not, and I repeat, we are not on Google Play.
Damn.
Because Scotty fucked it up. And
I fucked it up, man.
Yeah, you can catch us everywhere. Honestly, you can catch us everywhere.
are
Cursed.
That's right. So
You are cursed. You are cursed.
That was great.
anyway, thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. We'll be back. I don't know. I have a date next week. Probably Wednesday because I have a gig on Thursday. But make sure you guys tune in. Go like and subscribe. But listen, I need you to thumbs up every time you see a Hard Way Wrestling video or short. Make sure you go like. Make sure you subscribe and hit that thumbs up. I love to see the thumbs up. And listen, if you got a comment and you don't like something that I said or definitely Scotty said, make sure you let us know. Scotty loves to read comments about himself.
Oh, heck yeah. Because I'll come after you one way or another.
One way or another. Scotty had a whole rant going. This one dude, I don't even know. I felt like it was a Joey Janela alias. This guy
probably was.
Chat. So one blue one way, his left eye blew one way and his right eye blew the other. That was enough. So, anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys next time
on the Hard Way.
We're cursed.
Drink it in, man.